Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. It is the 26th of January. I just want to do a quick one today. I just had some funny things happen yesterday. Actually, I was watching my old favorite Jimmy Dore, and as you know, things are going on in Russia today. There's hopefully a revolution in the air. They need a revolution, get rid of that dictator Putin, and like clockwork. In case you know, let's not talk about Putin. Let's not talk that he tried to kill his opponent, Alexei Navalny. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. But like clockwork, Jimmy Dore, of course, turned it to Israel indirectly, of course, talking about how they're trying to censor the Socialist Workers' Party in the UK, which is of course, a very open, looks at Israel Palestine in a very open minded view. No. They blame everything on Israel. They have no idea. They say the Zionist movement is about Jews who came from Europe. Never mind that more than half the Jews in Israel are from the Middle East and they were ethnically cleansed, but we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about the Yarmouk refugee camp where Assad murdered 4,000 Palestinians. No one cares about that. But so Jimmy Dore, like clockwork, of course, finds a way to distract. He's never going to talk about Putin. All right. He'll talk about yellow vests. He'll talk about demonstrations in other parts of the world. He'll never talk about Putin. He'll never talk about Assad in Syria. Okay. These are his These people fund him. Okay. They are his. They're the ones who are his puppet masters, and he'll never say anything about Putin. You watch, and nor will any most of the other people on the fake far left. Remember, a lot of them used to work for RT or trying to get a job with RT. RT is Russia Today. They're not ever going to blame Putin. Putin's a hero. All right, he's not a dictator. He's not a ruthless dictator who tries to poison his enemies or does poison his enemies. No, he's their hero. And, Jimmy, if you're for dictators, you're not on the left, no matter what you fucking think. I'm just quoting him, talking about if you're for censorship. Not that I'm for censorship, even these idiots. I don't want them censored. I don't want anybody censored. But if you're for a genocidal murderer like Assad or Putin, then no, you're not on the left, Jimmy. Sorry to tell you that. But I think you already know that. Next, I want to talk about Joe Biden and the pointlessness of his administration, of his election. Right now, he's not going to do a damn thing. He did promise to take Medicare down to 60, crickets. He did promise to give us a public option, crickets. He's going to have to work. He's got his great excuse. He's got to work on the coronavirus. That's the only thing that matters, coronavirus. Never mind, they have time to impeach a president who's already out of office. Oh no, they got plenty of time for that. They don't have any time to work on getting the Medicare down to 60. Even if they get it down to 60, that's something, that's some progress that we made. Yeah, a public option. But no one's talking about that. What they're talking about, of course, is we need to work with Republicans. All right? We need to work with the Republicans. No filibuster. We can't have that. We can't do things with budget reconciliation. No. Hey, we won the election. Elections have consequences unless Democrats win. All right? Always remember that. Elections have no consequences when Democrats win. If Republicans win, we get Republican policies. If Democrats win, we get Republican policies. That's just the pointlessness of this administration. It's and the media is just, fawning over them. They just got their black defense secretary, who, of course, is a lobbyist for defense contractors. But hey, that's not important. He's black, so therefore we have progress. Great progress. Yeah, great. I think Raytheon he used to work for. What's the point? How can they say things like, "Oh, isn't this great? He's black." Yeah, he's a lobbyist. Who cares? That's diversity. That's diversity when you get one black lobbyist or a Hispanic lobbyist or a gay lobbyist or a woman lobbyist. That's diversity? No, that's the same old in Washington. We didn't win shit, okay? Biden's not going to do anything. The only thing he's going to do is work on the pandemic. The pandemic will end, and of course, the media will fawn saying what a great job he did at ending the pandemic that killed so many more Americans than any compared to other countries because we have a shitty healthcare system that Joe Biden does nothing about. But hey, he worked on the pandemic. That's all that counts. That's all that counts. Um, you know, we have to have a third party, and no one's talking about it, of course. The People's Party of distraction. There's no third party. I don't think there can be a third party. I think this is unfortunately going to go to the streets because you're seeing it. The good thing about the left is that they're not going to be like these right wing idiots who were silent during Trump. Okay, hopefully the right wing will demonstrate, and hopefully the left, the BLM, and the rest Antifa, which doesn't exist, of course, but people who claim to be Antifa will riot with them. That's the only hope we have, right? That's the only hope because it's not going to be done through elections. You're going to get fewer and fewer people voting, and the people who vote are still people who have skin in the game, still people, they're happy with their 401ks. And the 401ks exist because the Fed keep pumping money into Wall Street, into the bond market. That's what's keeping it afloat. They can't do that forever. At some point, they're going to stop, and if they don't, at some point, the dollar will be valueless. Okay, that's the reason we see Bitcoin rising. It's not that Bitcoin is so great; it's just the dollar is going to be valueless, and the people know this on Wall Street. You watch CNBC, yeah, whatever. They're always they're showing you how much Bitcoin cost. I wonder why? Because they know the truth. They know that this is unsustainable. The Fed can't keep pouring $1 trillion a day into the stock market. It's gonna collapse. I mean, people are gonna be happy. Hey, I got $10 million in my 401k. Yeah, and a Big Mac is gonna cost you $1 million. All right, a lot of good that 401k is gonna do you. But hey, that's the future, and that's the reason housing prices are going up too, because people they want something of substance that they realize they're not going to get in the stock market, and the fact that housing prices are going up, people are happy. Hey, my homes are more valuable. No, 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 no. Trust me, your kids will never buy a home. All right, and unless you're a millionaire, multimillionaire, no. You need to buy a second home and a third home and a fourth home before it's too late, if you can afford it. And if you can't, sorry, you know. That's my thinking. Please tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Please subscribe. Just hit the bell this way you're notified of future videos. And that's about it. I don't mean to bum you out, um, but don't come here if you don't want to be bummed out. But that's it. Trotsky's out.